Hey there, group. Eric William here with Saturday Fright Theater, and we have a very special guest with us tonight. Right here from the Horror Hotel, we have Nicki, and you have a movie screening here at. Actually, it was screened tonight at Horror Hotel. Can you tell us a little bit about your movie, Nicki?
Yes, Honeybee was my baby, and it was screened tonight. This was probably our 8th festival, and I was really happy to be here. This was a really great festival with a good turnout. Honeybee is a very different kind of horror film. It's a horror comedy, and it's definitely nostalgic to 1980s films that I loved very much. And I wanted to have a lot of strong female leads in it, and make a film that looked beautiful and felt good, but was also terrifying at the end in a kind of surprising way. So I made it for people to enjoy, and I'm really glad that they are.
That's awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about some of your inspirations for the film?
Yeah, so Heathers, the movie Heathers, a couple years ago, it was just my favorite film. Well, I mean, it still is, but I kept trying to find a film like it. And I did find Jennifer's Body, and I liked that very much. But I just wasn't kind of getting what I wanted, and I thought, well, I kind of felt inspired, and I wrote this script called Honeybee. And a couple weeks later, I submitted it to a competition, and it ended up going really far and being a semifinalist. And I had a producer contact me who was interested in making it. And that's when I realized I had something special. Yeah. He wanted to do a very different version of it. So I declined him, but it did give me the inspiration to move forward and find other funding for the film and get it done and keep my own voice in it. So
we're so glad you did.
Yeah.
Yes, without a doubt. I mean, your film focuses around strong female characters, and can you talk a little bit about maybe the fact that you're a woman director and you're involved in this movie, and how important it really is to have that female voice out there?
It's so important. I can't tell you. I've been to so many festivals, and I don't hang out with other female directors of horror because they're not there. It doesn't mean they don't exist, but I don't see them. I mean, I would like to. It's not an easy field to be in, and you really have to knock the door down with a crash. But the point is that any scary tactics or violence or whatever is going on, like, I own it, we get to own it. And the women that I cast, they get to own it. And there's never, like, nudity or sex that, or whatever. And if there were to be that in any movie I make, there would be a reason for it. It's never just there. And I believe that the only way that we can make things different is by, you just have to do it. You have to change it. And I think that women, we're kick-ass, we're strong, and why not make a horror movie where the women are that way? Where they can be terrifying, they can be stronger, and that meant a lot to me. And the actresses that I cast were really, they brought it every day. They were amazing, and I really couldn't have made it without them. They sometimes scared me, but that was fine.
Well, sometimes they good job.
That's a good thing,
They
right?
scared the entire male crew. Like, I had a female cinematographer, and her and I were. There was a day where one of the actresses was so terrifying in a scene that some of our male crew, one of our assistant cameramen, who was a man, he shook the camera because he got scared. And that's when I knew that we had something really special.
That's
That's really awesome. So where can folks check out your film?
It's going to be released in September. Late September, just before Halloween, on iTunes, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, Xbox, all over the place. And in the meantime, you can go to furixfilms.com or Honeybee Horror on Twitter or Honeybee Movie at Facebook and see all the updates. And sometimes we have contests and autographs given out there, too.
That's fantastic. I tell you what, Nicki, thank you again so much for joining us here on Saturday Fright Theater, and I'm looking forward to seeing all that Honeybee can offer us here in the future. I mean, this is amazing. So thank you.
Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
So I tell you what, folks, thanks for watching Saturday Fright Theater. We're going to get you right back into all the action right here on Saturday Fright Theater, where every night is Saturday night when you're watching a movie.